Hey, welcome to episode 6, The First Fracture. The story about Cain, Abel, and the turning within in Genesis 4, 1 to 12. Up to this point, the story has been about awakening, about identity, and learning to live outside the garden. Humanity's moved from unity into individuality, from unconscious existence into awareness. And now, something else shifts. The tension isn't between humanity and God or the world anymore. Now it moves between people. And once that happens, everything becomes more personal, more emotional, and more real. And this isn't just a story about a violent act. It's the first moment that something breaks between human beings. And it starts long before any action. Cain and Abel are brothers who live very differently. Cain works the ground, Abel tends his flocks. And in time, both of them bring an offering from what they have. Abel's is received, and Cain's isn't. The text doesn't explain why, and that's the point. It pulls the focus away from the offering and puts it on Cain. Something shifts inside of him. He becomes angry, and the book says his face falls. Just picture it. He's not steady anymore. Something in him has moved out of alignment. And before anything else happens, God meets him right there. And he asks him, "If you do well, will you not be lifted up?" It's not about performance. It's an invitation. He doesn't have to stay where he is. He has choices. And then God gives him the warning. He says, sin is crouching at the door. The word is chatat. It means to miss the mark or to fall out of alignment. It's not buried deep inside of him. It's right at the threshold where what he's feeling is about to become what he does. And God says, it desires you, but you must rule over it. And this is the moment. He sees it. He feels it. And he's been given a space to choose. Let that sit for a minute. But he doesn't turn inward. He turns outward. He takes his brother into the field and he kills him. What started inside has moved outside. Intention and thought has become action. And that action becomes the first fracture between people. The text doesn't say that Cain was rejected. It says his offering wasn't regarded. That really matters, because this isn't about who he is, it's about how he responds. Chatat isn't just sin in the latter sense. It's misalignment. This isn't a story about someone being bad. It's about someone who knew. Someone who was given a moment and chose something else. And this is where everything changes. Until now, it's all been internal. Now, it becomes relational. Comparison enters the picture. Emotions rise. God offers alignment, and Cain makes a choice. What isn't resolved within doesn't stay there. It moves outward. God asks after that event, God asks, "Where's your brother?" And Cain says, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" And the break is complete. Not just in what he did, but in the separation that follows. And the book says that Abel's blood cries out from the ground. The word is damim, plural. It points to a life and everything that would have come from that life. This isn't just death, it's an interruption. And the ground doesn't respond to Cain in the same way anymore. Something is shifted, and it doesn't go back. And that story stops there. So think about this. What happens when you feel what's right, when you know the path that's been provided for you and you choose something else anyway? This story shows that the first real break doesn't come from not knowing. It comes in a moment of awareness. And when that moment is missed, it doesn't stay inside. It moves outward. And once it does, it changes everything. Thank you. One love.